sacral chakra. And this is the throat chakra. Heavy on the throat chakra. Before I get into what the cards say, just right off the top, sacral chakra, throat chakra, there could be some type of creative expression that needs to happen, or just some type of expression, some type of communication in general. I'm hearing a lot about standing on business, setting those boundaries that you need to set with whomever you need to set it with, and just not being afraid to shine anyway. But the sacral chakra card, we have sexuality, actually. I honor and respect my sexuality, and I allow the natural flow of my feelings. I acknowledge that my sexual thoughts and feelings will arise, and I release unnecessary guilt regarding sex. I am open to the positive, sensual feelings coming to me from others. At the same time, I keep my sexual activities well-directed and in balance. Heavy on the last part, because that's actually what I'm picking up on. Just keep your sexual activities well-directed and in balance. And then also check yourself if you are operating from a space of lust versus a space of love. And then also be mindful of how you're using your sexual energy, because sexual energy is intended to create. It is intended to produce, if you will. So if you're constantly spreading yourself thin in that way, it will take away from your creativity and your ability to produce the things that are actually beneficial to you. We got throat chakra, connect with spirit. I develop a quiet mind that allows me to tune in and get in touch with my higher self or my spirit. I listen for the guidance that is there waiting for me to hear. I am open to the truth, and I welcome spiritual inspiration from others. I will benefit greatly by practicing meditation and stillness. I ask for inner guidance to assist me in getting more in touch with my spirit. I know that if I ask for guidance, it will be given. So I'm picking up on a few different situations. There could be somebody in my collective, somebody that watches me or just come across this video, that needs to express some type of sexual boundary. Or unfortunately, I'm hearing you need to go to the doctor, but not unfortunately, because what I'm picking up, like whatever it is obviously curable. So that's the thing for you as well, because the guidance is there. So the only way to get some guidance about whatever is ailing you, you have to go seek out a medical professional. So not diagnosing anybody, but seek out a medical professional, or seek out somebody that can give you the correct guidance and inspiration to overcome whatever you may be dealing with sexually. And then I also said, also communicate sexual boundaries. Some of you may be celibate, some of you may be abstinent, and you may be entering back into the dating field, and you might be a little bit nervous to stick your toe in. Just make sure you communicate where you are in your life and what you're looking for, and honestly, if that person can't respect that, then it's not your person. Also, don't feel guilty for being lustful and sexual. You're human, that's part of it, but you want to make sure that you're doing it with the intentions of creating something, whether it be a relationship or a child, that's beneficial to your situation or is productive to your life. You don't want to be having sex for a pastime. You don't want to have sex because you're bored. You don't want to date because you're bored. You don't want to date for a pastime. I'm not telling nobody what to do, but I'm just telling you what I'm hearing. And then also, on a more serious side, some of you may be healing some sexual trauma that may have happened to you in the past, and you may need to seek out some type of guidance or spiritual inspiration, hearing other people's stories, survivor stories, and just trying to find different ways to move forward, different support groups to help you overcome the PTSD, or the CPTSD of it all, the emotional trauma of it all. Some of you may not have been in those particularly violent situations, because it doesn't always have to be a violent situation. It could come from somebody that you were actually dating. Some of you may be confused about, whether or not consent was even an issue. So release that guilt of feeling like, that it was your fault as to how you got into this situation. If you presented yourself in the best way that you could to say no, shame on that person and not you. Forgive yourself for that, and don't allow vengeance to take over your heart, because karma is real, and God is working on your behalf. God is working on your behalf. I was trying to say have too, because have no fear, have no worry around that. So that's why it also says connect with spirit. So continue to pray for healing, strength, courage, and if you are entering a good relationship with a good person and you want to give them some, go ahead and have that vulnerable conversation about what has happened to you up until this point, and, ask them to be gentle with you. Tell them to take it slow. Communication is key. So yeah, I think that's all I got for you guys with these two. It could get deeper, but I'm not going to. No pun intended. So maybe you need somebody to talk you through it. Just tell them to talk each other through it. Because like I said, I'm picking up a lot of different situations. Some are like it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time, especially if you're entering a healthy relationship. You know, you guys love each other. The love is there. It's not based off lust. It's not based off codependency. It's not a narcissist and an empath relationship. You know, make sure you get that clarity beforehand. Make sure you ask the right questions. Forehead kisses don't mean shit. Raw sex don't mean shit. You need to ask people what their intentions are with. Okay, so my phone died, but the last part that I had said was forehead kisses don't mean shit, neither does raw sex. And if nothing else, make sure you use protection. Make sure you protect yourself, especially during these times and where we are in the economy right now. It is not the time to have the audacity to be reckless with your body. It's not.